Hello, Sagittarius. Sorry, I was in the middle of a deep breath when I started to record. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I'm going to start today. We're going to start with the L-Key deck. We're going to pull out a card from there asking about the overall energy of your reading from this Oracle deck. And then we're going to go into the tarot, and we're going to, this is a good tarot. I'm going to build what I've been doing it the last few readings if you've been watching. The last couple days. It's my pyramid reading. I used to do them a lot, like back around the time when I started the channel. So we'll do 4 tarot cards, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to build up the story from there. If this reading does resonate with you, there is an extended, and the link will be at the top of the description of this video. So this is the L-Key deck. I know a lot of people have been asking. And the Good Tarot. All right, Sagittarius. An overall energy of the reading for Sagittarius. You have She Who Avenges, Revenge, Outcomes, and Justice. They're very powerful words on this card. Now, how I almost always read this card and what's always come out with it is living your best life. And I think that's really probably the best way to get revenge on and I don't know that revenge is the right word. I just think if you go into something with revenge, you're going to come back with some problems. Because you're trying to feel good about something, hoping about yourself or a situation and hoping that it makes someone else feel bad. Which isn't really living your best life. So I'm not sure. Let's see where this card goes. Let's see where it goes. Revenge, Outcomes, and Justice. I do want to say, too, that part of this energy of this reading might be about outcomes and justice for you. If something was unjust, she who knows, wisdom, clarity, and resolution, power, devotion, and true worth are at the bottom. She who remains and she who knows. Really solid energy. I kind of wish they had a he who knows deck, because I know there's a lot of feminine energy, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's just like people that you would see as feminine around you. It's because the whole deck is female. I feel like the underline is not the same energy as this. I don't know why. I'm reading intuitively. It feels like, I feel like she who avenges, revenge, outcomes, and justice somehow sits with you. Your energy you're reading. And then this is almost like someone watching from a distance is what this reminds me of. Powerful devotion, true worth, wisdom, clarity, and resolution. Part of it could definitely be a sense of what you have for yourself, but I don't know. I'm just getting this feeling about it, like it's something watching from a distance. Someone watching from a distance. Let's see. Oh my gosh. All right, let's try that again. There we go. That's better. All right, Sagittarius. We're going to do the pyramid reading for Sagittarius. The pyramid reading for Sagittarius. King of Air, 4 of Earth, Queen of Air, Transformation. That is a very interesting layer of cards. And you still have more to go. I'm going to stop. Nothing's changing here. They're all sitting here ready to be taken off the top. But I can't not stop here. There's definitely, it couldn't be more in your face. You have the King and Queen of Air right here. Like really 2 strong, powerful counterpart energies. Very strong, very intellectual. I want to say in their own sense too. Intellect can be in many different ways. There's obviously a difference here because you have a king and a queen. It feels like, okay, so here's what I feel like. I'm going to tell you right up. The king, this is like so clear and so open. The king of air is some sort of counterpart. You're going to see who you are in here. I'm not sure who you are yet. We're going to see. I had that in, I don't know, Scorpio's reading. I don't know. No, I'm not sure. I can't, I've done so many pyramid readings. I don't know. But sometimes, like, I'm just reading the energy. So pick up who you are. Usually I feel like that the energy that I pick up that's the strongest is the viewers, like you, Sagittarius. But sometimes it can be the cross-watcher energy. So this person, I feel, is very much on their own. I feel like but they don't feel uncomfortable with that. They feel a connection to you really strongly here. And now you, okay, so now it's working, it's just coming out naturally. So maybe this is you, Sagittarius. I feel like this is you. And there's something that you have with you, a companion, a friend. It could be a pet, maybe a bird, an owl. The birds are some sort of connection here. Birds are a connection here, actually. There's something trying to connect the two, these two energies. It's like a pixie, a fairy, but I feel like it's birds. That's really weird. Yeah, because, I mean, yeah, the king of air, there's lots of feathers and birds in this deck, but there's something coming in on with that for me. Now, the feminine you, I feel like it's you, Sagittarius, that you're coming in as the queen of air. I could be wrong. Flip it around if you need to flip it around as the story progresses and expands. It's quite easy to see who you are. I feel like it's really easy to see who you are, to know a lot about you. But this individual, there's a mask on them. So there's something hidden here. And I do want to say it feels a little bit like strategy maybe, because they're both really intellectual. Yours almost feels like an emotional intellect too. And I'm going to say that because the queens are, all the queens, the word is that I'm looking for. They've got water to them. All of the queens are represented by water plus the element that they represent. So this is like water and air. It does, right? It feels like a really emotionally intelligent person. So maybe that's you, Sagittarius. You're one of these smart people. That's what I'm getting from this. A really emotionally intelligent person. You can, so like walking into a room and you can kind of, through quick observation, you sort of know immediately, like, who is trustworthy, who is not, who's a crock of shit. Like, you can read the room and you know it instantly. And almost too, like, kind of empathic maybe too with this air and water element that's coming in with it. I feel like you can see people's vulnerable side. Now this, but on an emotional level, this energy is, this is the kind of energy to me that can walk into a room and they can case out the room as well, but they're pulling it in a completely different way. It's almost like what they know of archetypes. That's what it is. It's like this energy, they understand through archetype. Like they can identify, if they looked at a person and they saw how they were dressed, they would know immediately. And what perhaps the first question this person would ask them, they would just have a sense, I know your archetype, I know what you are. I have really smart energies trying to come together. There's 4 of Earth. So there's actually like, there's some sort of separation between these two energies. They're not together. Otherwise they would have come out like this. Like, ooh, hello. So maybe they're across the room from each other. Maybe they're across continents. I don't know. But there's some sort of distance here between these two energies. And the 4 of Earth is sitting here. Oh, yeah. So there's some sort of communication. Like now I've noticed her wings. But now she's got like a Luna moth. It looks like a Luna moth in her hand. Like creatures of flight have something to do with the communication between the two of these individuals. Look at, oh, I'm so like, And here, I haven't even looked at what's beside. Transformation. Something in the hand again. But it's a phoenix. It's a rebirth. There's a rebirth coming between these two energies. That's what's going on here, baby. Okay, let's pull more, shall we? Oh, we have the Fool card. We have the Seven of Water. We have the Nine of Water. Oh, I have to pull these down. Let me forget. The Three of Earth. The World comes next. The last card. The Ace of Fire. That was a good way to end that, because that's the last card. And I thought, well, this is telling us about some sort of completion. So what comes next? A new beginning in fire. A new beginning in fire, Sagittarius. At the bottom. The Three of Fire. Wow, you're movement towards fire. You know what this is? This is really sexy. What's that term? I can't remember that term now. There's a special term, yeah, for being turned on by intellect. It's kind of like what this is. Oh yeah, this is like a distance game of intellect. This is like a chess game of the minds. It's like, wow, actually get pulled into it is a little hard. It's... Oh my God, what is going on between these two energies? I can't. It's so close to a stalemate, it's not even funny. I gotta say, like, if there was ever two energies to come to me on a table with just, I don't know, I haven't even really looked deeply into the cards that go beyond this. Two piece from a pot is not even really strong enough. You know what I feel like? I feel like this person has never met anybody that could play their game or meet them at the... I don't want to call it a game. It's just a way of functioning through life that has given you success. It doesn't feel like it's a game. It's not a game to get some sort of manipulation. It's almost of having a certain amount of experience. Like, these are both very mature energies. You have the King and the Queen of Air, Swords here. Very intense intellect. Anything that this person has been through in life, they have pocketed that experience and they utilize it and how they move through. If you want to call life the game of life, that's what they play here. We all play it. And I don't want to put it in like a game, a player. Like, it's not that at all. This is a player doesn't even... Either one of these energies would identify a player in a second. And it wouldn't even move. Like, no, you don't even... Because a player doesn't really know what they want yet. And they're just playing games. I mean, really, that's what it is. Because a player is someone that will kind of put an intention out there. But it's very misleading. It's misleading. It's misguided. As opposed, you can say to someone, because a player can also be someone that we often recognize as someone who might be, you know, they might have more than one partner, or they might move around a lot. But that's, if either one of these are doing that, they would be like totally out in the open with it. So it's not player. There's nothing hidden here. Except there is something hidden here with the King of Air. I don't think the full persona of this a person has been realized. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the game, these two intellects. So this one here, which I think is you, Sagittarius, can see through almost anything. Anybody? You can't. It's freaking bugging you. And there's something about you that they can't reach. And I don't know. You know, I see this big bird that sits between. It's almost like maybe even spirit. Like there's something there that's never blocked them before. And what sits here but a block? It's like a stalemate. And in this stalemate, it's almost, I feel that it causes a recognition of, it's just the funniest visual went through my head. I'm so sorry. Okay, so it's a recognition of something you've never found in anyone else before, but you see it in yourself, and holy crap, there's no way. It's really, it feels like that. And what went through my head was just the funniest thing. It's like these two people actually sitting at a chess match. And like, it is a stalemate. It just doesn't matter. Like, they can't. And I don't know, playing this, literally coming back to this board day after day after day. And it gets to the point where they both look up, and this, because I just see, this is how it ends your reading, where this acknowledgement, like, I need you now. Like, and they just sort of like leap across the chessboards at each other, and they go crazy all over each other. Like, it's this intense energy. I want to call it like nerdiness. But these aren't nerdy individuals. Well, nerdy's not bad. You know, I think we're all nerdy on our own level. Now, what is nerdy? Nerdy is, you know, a jock would picture a nerd in a certain element. And a bookworm would picture a nerd in another element. So it's really like, it's a very flexible, like all words are flexible. So anyway, so if we can get past these two, there's a transformation coming. It's pretty sweet though. I'm not going to go there. This is a very sweet, gently held transformation. Okay. So this here, this to me is almost like the two of them looking across the chessboard. But before they get to that point, almost before looking at each other face to face, there's a leap that they take internally. Each one of you takes internally here. And it's really beautiful. It's thinking about all the possibilities that there could really be, and realizing that you found something that you're happy, that makes you happy. And then that's where I get like the looking up, because I can't say that there isn't love here. I don't want to say that this is just intellect and passion. There's a lot of that in here. Huge intellect and passion, Sagittarius. But there's love, like there's emotion. There is emotion here. Sort of like discovering something. With the Fool too. Just like this third row, it really, to me, discovering something. The Fool is very Aquarian. So it's discovering something that's never been discovered before. And there's always been so many possibilities, but then finding something that makes you just like oh, kind of want to cuddle it. But I don't know if there'd be any cuddling right away, because I'm going to say, like, literally. Then you look up, and it's just like the intensity, the look. Like, this reminds me of the Three of Wands, this Three of Earth. So just expecting it. I don't know if expecting each other to leap across the chessboard and do a ball of fire and flame and passion. I did not see this. You know what? I won't say. I got about 3 minutes into your reading, so this is the second time I'm recording it. I'm going to tell you that it happens lots of times, and sometimes I just fumble so much on my word. It's like a cut. You don't make a movie or anything, and they don't have to cut a scene or start over again. It was like that, and I put my foot in my mouth. If something came out, it was kind of like that Virgo thing I did months ago, talking about the lacquer and not having anyway. So that didn't come in. But it's really funny because this has that sort of passion here. It's really, right? And then here, like, it's moving. It's moving. You're on some sort of ride here, Sagittarius. It's moving towards something really passionate and hot. And it is really fed by intellect. Like, kind of meeting your own intellectual match. But they're not quite the same. This one, to me, is very much like really book smart. Like I said, everything this person has been through in life, they have pocketed that experience. And they have almost been able to categorize people. You know, we all do it. I mean, but this person does it on a really high level. Categorize people, archetypal energy type. Like, know it, really know it. And this one, as I said, which feels more like you to me, but maybe I'm wrong. See how this goes. Because the story is not that different. It's just like these two energies that are experiencing the same thing. They're so similar, but they're a tad different. It's like yin and yang. Really, it is like yin and yang here. And there's something, you know what it is? The emotion. That's what it is. The emotions are hidden here. It would make so much sense, too, with the King and Queen of Swords. That's what can't be seen. The Queen of Swords cannot see the emotion behind the King of Swords. And he cannot see... I don't think he can see her archetypal energy. It's completely hidden. Huh. This is really fun. So, if like, I don't think you'll be in a chess match with someone, but if. No, I feel like that this is an energy that this has been playing out. This is something that's been playing out. I don't feel like that this is someone that you're about to meet. Maybe it is, because you know what? Space and time is very mutable and flexible, as opposed to how we view it in the 3 dimension. So this could be something that you're coming towards. If it is, this is going to play out for a bit. This is not something that happens just like that. This is something that goes back and forth for a little bit here. And it is held in this, like flight pattern. This is a very spiritual Queen of Air. Really spiritual. I never noticed that before. Like, she's got all the medallions on her. You can barely see his eyes, too. He's got nice lips, though. They both have nice lips. I really got to say, Sagittarius, this is just the energy of two counterparts here that are so equal, it's uncanny. And the intensity of the separation is what like builds this up. And just before a point of coming together, I don't know what happens here. There's, to me, with the Fool is where this is the lead up to all the emotion. There's a transformation. A transformation into the Fool. Like, well, that's where this goes, right? And the numbering of the cards, how they're sitting. So a transformation, there's a rebirth, perhaps in both individuals. Definitely in the connection. And it's like something they've never felt before. And it's almost like being in a dream. With the 7 of Water into the 9 of Water. Like both people feeling really happy. I don't even think, you know what it is? It's because the 9 of Water, the 9 of Cups to me, is your own happiness. So like it can't be given to you by someone else. That's the journey here with the 9 of Water. So, but because I think seeing so much of yourself in someone else, you feel like comfortable and safe in it, because you don't feel like there's a possibility of anything that could make you feel stifled. Because whatever makes this person feel healthy and happy and free and connected also makes this person feel healthy and happy and free and connected. So there is mutual happiness that is gained here out of this extraordinary possibility. But there's no feeling of, well, I have to work hard to keep this person happy. They're going to be needy. They're going to want this from me on either end. It doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like work. It just becomes happiness. And then you kind of look up. You expect, maybe that's what it is. And then you expect this meeting, this coming together. This 3 of Earth is so unique in this deck. It reminds me of a combination of the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands. The expectation of collaborating. What that collaborating is, right? So this ends all of that. This ends all of that. You go right here. It's almost like a little cabin in the woods. Just waiting. Yeah, this is really beautiful. Like it's intense. It's sexy. This is so sexy. This is so sexy, Sagittarius. Oh, so what are these about? I don't know. I got so wrapped up in your tarot cards. She who avenges, out comes injustice. She who remains, she who knows. I don't know, I'm going to put clarifiers on them, to be honest. They're not talking to me. Where did the little deck go? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's kind of funny, right? That I said that this Three of Earth reminds me of Three of Pentacles and Three of Wands, and there it is. See, there it is. It's coming in. The boat's coming in. Watch for it. So the nemesis, she who avenges, revenges, taking time. Doesn't seem so bad. It's Temperance, and that's you, right? It takes me a second sometimes. Yeah, that's you, Temperance. And the Ace of Pentacles. So it's taking some time here. Or it might even be something, I'm sorry, my jaw keeps almost getting confused because it's in the process of being moved forward and it's going there. And sometimes it wants to go back a bit and come out. Give me a second. Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. I don't even know that this is that. It could be. Like, it's taken a long time for this offer to come forward. This doesn't even feel like an offer. I'm telling you, this feels like two people that just have some sort of connection here that has been so intellectual, perhaps even extremely ethereal, and then it becomes emotional, and then it becomes like on fire. I don't see any gifts being passed away. I just don't. So this could be something else for you. Something that you've had a lot of patience for. A new beginning on some level. Justice and outcome. So receiving something that you've been waiting for, perhaps through the court system or through a contract, a work contract. So the she who remains and she who knows. What is this? This is powerful devotion, wisdom, clarity, and resolution. Oh, it has something to do with the Nine of Cups. Look at that. The Three of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. But look who snuck out there. The Three of Swords. All these cards are so good. But the Three of Swords, it doesn't come in here at all anywhere. Clarity and wisdom, resolution. Something needs to be resolved and there needs to be clarity. Devotion and true worth. I kind of feel like this is something that these two see. These two see each other, like true worth. They really recognize it. And I said this sort of like that. I used the word nerdy. And sometimes when people have certain characteristics or attributes that other people don't really recognize as positive, or what would you do with that? They might say, like, that's kind of nerdy. Why do you collect stamps? Or why do you look at worms? But so I'm seeing here, like, that connection, seeing the true worth and the devotion. It's a powerful connection. I do want to say, I mean, Three of Swords, we could put it really anywhere in this reading, and these little clarifiers. There's something perhaps that's been heartbreaking on either or both ends. But this is a total resolution. Total, like, happiness, celebrating. You can have a lot of fun with this energy. And gosh, you know what? It feels like you can go here. So you can have a lot of fun with these two energies. You can go here into the Ten of Pentacles, which is coming together, having the same space, being safe in the space, creating abundance. But then you both have like this emotional fulfillment that you've achieved on your own. Really awesome. Oh, and the Six of Cups is at the bottom. Well, that's nice. Oh, and Justice. Oh, there's some of the justice energy. The Six of Cups, soulmate, karmic connection. Karmic is not always a bad word. Every breath you take is karmic. Every time you're still alive here on Earth, you're doing something karmically. Yeah, that's interesting, Sagittarius. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, I'm going to go do the extended. And, yeah, see what else I can pull out for this. So, if you're interested in that, I'll see you there. If not, hope to see you here next time. Until then, do be gentle with yourself, Sagittarius. Bye.